People are coming out. YouTubers are talking about it. They're mocking the whole situation. Ian Garry's clearly pissed off and responding in a manner. He's threatening to sue Sean Strickland. I get it. I understand it. That's his wife. That's his lady. All right. He came out and did this book. That was a long time ago. I'm not going to comment about somebody's wife. I'm certainly not going to make tittle tattle of it. I'm not going to make light of it. You don't do that. You know what I mean? And to be honest, it's not, I mean, he's fortunate he's fighting Vicente Luque, because Vicente Luque is not the type of guy to bring up any of this stuff. Do you know what I mean? And the whole thing, it's in bad taste. And people say, oh, well, she did a book, How to Be a Wag. Do you know what I mean? She came out, she said, no, if you know the context, she did that. It was satire. It was sarcasm. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it wasn't. All I know is it's his wife. It's the mother of his children. And I think people should have a little bit of respect. People came out and said, well, hold on. He was talking shit about Neil Magny, right? And he kind of twisted his words there. And I get that, right? I get that. But you can say whatever you want about your opponent, and your opponent can say whatever they want about you. I feel like talking about people's family, talking about their wives is a little bit of a stretch. You know, and you see there's a lot of YouTubers that shall go unnamed right now that are having a field day with the situation. Sean Strickland's having a field day as well, because Sean Strickland don't give a fuck. Sean Strickland's a great character for the sport of mixed martial arts. He's funny, he's engaging, he's off the chain. Okay, here's the thing, guys. He's sitting there in his car talking a lot of shit. He's going to sue Sean Strickland, or he was threatening him to. I mean, that's not the right move either, Ian. It really isn't. The lawsuit's not even going to get off the ground. I don't even know if he's going to follow through with that, but you're pulling a face that says to me that you feel a little bit differently.
Ian Garry was saying, hey, I'm warning you to take this down because litigation's going to come. I think his wife might actually file a lawsuit similar to the Logan Paul Nina situation. And I could see that. Why
really?
Not?
What is your legal expert, your expert legal opinion, sir?
I have no expert legal opinion. I'm just saying you can bring a lawsuit for absolutely anything these days. And what else is she doing but fiercely protecting her family, right? Like, that's the only narrative I've seen from anybody who's supporting Ian Garry, is that she works constantly to support Ian Garry and his dreams and becoming a UFC champion. And she meticulously maintains this brand. Why not throw out a frivolous lawsuit to hold up Sean Strickland in court?
Because lawsuits cost money, and I'm sure Ian can afford it, and I'm sure Sean can afford to defend it. But the whole thing's silly. You know, it's in bad taste. Let's just leave it at that. I think the best thing that Ian could have done was just ignore it. And that's easy for us to say. It was a storm in a teacup. This book was revealed. She did it 12 years ago. But had he have just ignored it, it would have got forgotten about pretty quickly. It would have got swept away with the news cycle. There's big fights around the corner. There's news breaking all the time. There's always news. Conor McGregor's just been fucking investigated. It's only a matter of time before Conor fucking does something else, right? We've got Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. I think Ian should just be very grateful he's not fighting Colby Covington, because he would have gone at him hard. We'll leave that one there, because it is a sticky one. I do not like talking about people's wives, especially when it's the mother of your children. So we'll leave that there. Ian, we wish you all the best versus Vicente Luque. Talking of which, might have Vicente Luque for Thursday's show. So there we go. Anyway.
On to truth number 2, and this one's the big reveal. I wrote a book called How to Be a Wag. Now, that statement itself is a little bit of a stretch. I can hardly call myself an author of an 11-page audible-only satire story that was written in 2010. Now, 2010, that context is key, because that was during the FIFA World Cup, where I was working at OK Magazine, working with various different gossip mags, and we were creating this hilarious satire look at wives and girlfriends in football. That's what WAG stands for, wives and girlfriends. It's got nothing to do with age, and I wasn't even then, I wasn't 40 then, was I? So come on, that's a little bit of maths. If you want to call me an author for that, sweet. I think it was more of a light-hearted podcast, but I was well ahead of my time. That satirical look is, if you listen to it, really silly, and anyone who takes it as fact has completely missed the mark. Lo and behold, I'll hold my hands up, sarcasm isn't well taken, especially with American audiences. British humour and British sarcasm is often lost. Some bullshit things that people have been saying, that my ex-husband lives with us. No, he doesn't. And no, he never has. You're just making that up, inventing it completely. The idea that my current husband Ian took my ex-husband's name. Wild. I'm pretty sure most of you listening to that going, surely not. Surely nobody believed that. And a lot of the things I saw were people saying, this can't be true. You know, when it feels like it can't be true, it's probably not. the fact that people then said it with authority, like it's a news story, wild. It's stupid and it's a lie.